guys, it's your friendly neighborhood tarot reader, Amber. All right, so I'm here to do the minor arcana. The last video I did was of the major arcana when I broke down the meanings and what I get from the cards. This time I'm going to be doing the minor arcana. I'm going to be doing the court cards. So the king, queen, knight, and page of the suite. I'm going to do the pentacles, swords, and the wands and cups. So yeah, let's get started. We're going to get started with the King of Wands. This is how it looks in my Ifa deck, which is the one that I use most often. So the King of Wands normally denotes someone who is very passionate, outgoing. They may be a bit more mature, a little older. When it comes to love situations, the King of Wands is normally someone who's going to stick around for a long time, as opposed to maybe the Knight of Wands. But so yeah, the King of Wands also is someone who, when it comes to phenotype, is normally lighter skin. They have fair hair, lighter eyes. I associate the King of Wands with the Aries zodiac sign. So, yeah. For the Queen, that's how she looks. See how she's doing things. The Queen of Wands, like the King, she's normally denoted by someone who is fair, has lighter hair, lighter eyes. But her association, the zodiac sign associated with her is the Pisces, the sign of Pisces. She normally does things from an emotional state. When she makes a decision, it's based on her emotions and how she's feeling. So she goes off of intuition. All right. Like the King of Wands, she is someone who's very outgoing. She's a lot more hands-on. She's doing a lot. This is the person who has a lot of jobs. This person who is very into what they're doing. They're very hands-on. Okay. On to our good old friend, the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands, when it comes to love situations, he is very temporary. This is someone who comes in quick, and just as quickly as they come, they leave. The Knight is here to teach you how to have a good time, a certain lesson, right? I don't necessarily have a zodiac sign associated with the Knight of Wands like I do the King and the Queen, but that's okay because it can normally be associated with all of the fire signs. This is someone who's a lot younger, maybe about their late teens, early 20s, as opposed to the Queen and King being people like parents, like normally older individuals between 25 and 35. So with the Knight teaches us that you have to fight your own battles, okay? A lot of times when I read for people and the Knight of Wands come up, it normally tells me like, hey, that person has to be their own knight in shining armor. Nothing is going to get done unless they do it, all right? So that is the Knight of Wands. And on to our good friend, the Page of Wands, okay? So the Page of Wands is normally when it's indicating a person, they're younger, so late teens, childhood, or they're maybe just not that mature. The Page, normally denotes messages to me because, Page, they bring messages, right? So it's like messages of things being done, decisions, how you're going to go about doing things, how you can go about doing things, right? The Page brings news. So there's not too much action going on with that, but it's more of a how do you make moves associated with this card, all right? Or it brings you news of things that have been done. So that is our good friend, the Page of Wands. All right, so the King of Swords is normally someone who is very talkative. He tends to think a lot. This is a person who has grand plan. They always have a grand plan, all right? They got about 2 backup plans as well. They think things through. They have about 15 steps for you, okay? Uh, so phenotype-wise, this person tends to have brown hair, like light brown hair, not exactly blonde like those denoted behind the wands, but this person is a little bit darker than fair, so probably like a nice burnt creme brulee color, a lighter brown, like a little darker than cafe au lait. Okay, so the physical phenotype, the astrology sign that I associate the King of Swords with is Aquarius. That's normally how they come up in territory. So, yes, this person is someone who is a thinker. They coordinate things, are really good with speaking and communication, which I mean is the swords, right? So, it's on the mind and communicating and talking. So, it's never very good at. All right. So then you have the Queen of Swords. All right. So the Queen of Swords is the same phenotype as the King, just apply it to women. All right. So she's also a very good thinker. She's also a very good planner. However, she can be a little less filtered, all right, than most. So when the Queen of Swords is present, it only tells me that this person is going through a phase of cleansing, okay? So they're cutting away things that do not serve them. So they're cutting off people, things, situations, all right? They're cutting it out because it doesn't serve them anymore, all right? So she's going through and chopping down vines and branches and trees. She's clearing out the mess, okay? When it comes up reversed, I like to give the warning to not be so brash. That when someone is going about doing things, it's important that they speak a bit more diplomatically. All right, I give them that warning. So that's the Queen. So then we come to our Knight. All right, so the Knight is still very talkative. He's going to come in and give you messages and talk and communicate. And this is the person who talks a lot, and they tend to be only talk. All right, there's less action behind this Knight. All right, so they'll talk a good game, you know, and they also like just give you a plan on how to slay your dragon. But they're not really the ones to do it themselves, right? This is more like the scribe or the knight that show up at the end of the battle, like, oh, you already slayed the dragon? Oh, dang, I was just about to come help you. So that's the kind of energy I get from this knight. When it comes to the, type or the personal traits, it's someone who's a bit younger, right? Obviously, because knights tend to be young men. Still, say apply it there, just apply it to a younger man, like teenage, early 20s, late teens. So, we go to our page, all right? So he brings the page, of course, messages. So this is really the true card of messaging. You're going to get a lot of news when this page pops up. So depending on what is around it is what the kind of news you'll get. So if it's like the page of swords and like the 3 of cups, or like in the empress, right? Then there's news of babies. All right, somebody pregnant, somebody getting pregnant, someone's fertile, right? Because this is just up there, right? I mean that's really the biggest thing that I get from the Knight of Sword, the Page of Swords. It's messages, a lot of communication, talking. Yeah, this is like the card of don't shoot the messenger. I'm just here to tell you what they say. The King of Cups. Okay, so I associate King of Cups with Scorpio. Don't know why necessarily, but I just do. So yeah. So he is known to be someone who's very emotional. They're very emotionally intelligent, right? Very in touch with themselves. This is only the traits of the male, guy. Now, the King of Cups can be a female, but hey. So whenever it comes up like that, this is what I see. This person is open emotionally. They are often, they'll let you know what they're thinking. They'll let you know what they're feeling. This person doesn't really like work that much. I mean, they'll do the job, but it's not their main objective. They'll do the job just to get it done and then so they can go play. That's basically the kind of person that the King of Cups gives me. Phenotype wise, this person is normally a little like medium skin tone. They have dark brown hair. Their eyes are visually brownish. They are still compassionate like the ones, but it's a softer passionate. They're not as intense. All right. So, King of Wands. All right. No, King of Cups. All right. So, Queen of Cups. All right. This is also Pisces to me because I get the feeling of someone who comes from their emotions. This is the person who's constantly telling you how they feel, what they think. Like the Queen of Wands, she does things from her emotions, but she is a lot more nurturing, right? So this is normally someone who is like a motherly type, right? She's still kind of young, but she definitely has a nurturing spirit. Normally when this card comes up, if I would associate it with a career or a kind of person, I would think that this person is a nurse, a teacher, someone who has this motherly energy around them that really cares, and that shows it a lot, right? So apply the traits of being somewhat medium brown to this one as well with the hair and eye color. That's what's denoted right there. So that is our Queen of Cups. I do love her. I think that it's nice to have somebody with the Queen of Cups energy around. The person nurtures you, they care for you, they just want you to be good, right? So then you come to the Knight of Cups. All right, this is our lover playboy. All right, this is the person who comes in and they have all these grand emotions and they just want to take care of you and love you and hear you out and be your diary, and they're not going to be here for very long. They get a little bit longer than the Wands, but it's not going to be very long, right? This person is normally here to kind of teach you how to be emotionally available, kind of help you out in that instance, to try to help you with your emotional intelligence. Yeah, Knight of Cups. Okay, so now we have decided to pop out on me. Okay, so now we have the Page of Cups. So this messages. I like to think that this card denotes like intuition, right? And like spiritual messages. So messages from the divine and everything. And yes, that's because it is dealing with water, right? So the cups are with the element of water, and we know that the water is often like a communicative thing. It's a connection to spirit, intuition, and psychic ability. So that's why I think that it's mostly Messages from the divine. Whew. Starting to sound a little stocked up. Actually, I am stocked up. All right, so we're going to conclude with our pentacles. All right, so the King of Pentacles. I must admit, the King of Pentacles is my favorite king of the court. Yes, he's my favorite, okay? So the King of Pentacles is someone who is more mature. He is the most mature of the court kings, actually. He's dark. His phenotype is dark. Dark hair, dark skin, brown to black eyes, right? He is very financially secure. The sign that I associate with the King of Pentacles is actually Virgo, and sometimes Capricorn. All right, but this is not only an earth sign man. This is only someone who is about their money. This is a person who is very business savvy. This is a person who's very stable financially. So yeah, King of Pentacles, my fave. I love it when he comes up in this spread. You know, it's always a good time. It's very rarely that I get the King of Pentacles pop up in a spread and there's a negative thing associated with it, all right? So, like, the only flip side to the King of Pentacles I can think about is they may be kind of cheap, right? So they may be very picky with what they spend their money on. They do prefer quality over quantity, though. So, yeah. There's that. All right, so with the Queen of Pentacles, she's also my favorite queen because she is someone who is constantly hands in the mud. You know, she's only there with her garden gloves, with her boots. She is the kind of supervisor, a person who will be on the ground with her troops, right? She's leading the charge. This is someone who really loves what they're doing. They are actively investing in their projects, okay? Of course, apply the phenotypes to this queen throughout this deck, right? So she is a little older, but she's not like super old, right? But this is a very, like the Queen of Cups, she is very maternal, very motherly. She's often someone who helps a lot with finances, who helps you get work opportunities. So, my girl, the Queen of Pentacles. You there. All right, so the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, I'm biased when it comes to the court cards of Pentacles. I am biased, I will admit it, because the Knight of Pentacles is the closest to the most stable knight, right, in the deck. So to me, whenever I see the Knight of Pentacles, this is someone who's going to stay around for a good time, for a good while, all right, a long time. This is someone who is going to come in with this youthful energy, and they have the highest chance of turning into a king, right? That's how I see the Knight of Pentacles. This is someone who is fresh on the job. They're entry level into the thing, right? Into the industry. This person has a lot of youthful vigor, right? They're coming in and they're starting the journey to build up something, right? They're building up their career. So I get entry level position when I think about the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, I'm really biased. I'm just realizing that. So finally, we have the Page of Pentacles. This is someone who heralds news of offers, of job offers, financial opportunities, news about grants, news about finances, news about resources. So normally when this comes up in spread, there's going to be news about it. Decisions are being made. So good old Knight of Night. The Page of Pentacles. So that is our court cards. So that was a breakdown of the court cards. I hope it helped. I hope it leaves some extra meaning to the cards for you. Please be aware and advise that these are what I get from it. You might have something a little different, but this can kind of serve as a little guide to the cards. Let me know if there's anything else you'd like for me to do, any other topics you'd like for me to touch on. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment. Be on the lookout for more content because your girl is going to be uploading more. So y'all be good out here. I'll see y'all.